Hello. Hey, we're outside here. A little bit of wind, not too bad. We're out here playing around with the 1733 uh, Flintlock pistol. I picked this up at Military Heritage. I don't know how that sight is on the end of that baby. I don't know. Might be on target, who knows. I cracked it off one time, it worked pretty good. So I said, hey, ain't no point in out here messing around without slapping some video up so you can watch it later, because I like to watch my own videos. So I'm going to turn this camera to get it on target, and I'll load this booger up. We're shooting these here clay balls. They're not perfect, but hey, you know, they are cheap compared to buying the real thing, and you get just as good a ding out of them when you hit the steel. So I'm going to turn the camera around, get it over on the target more, and so we can see what's going on here. And the main focus is on this pistol. We want to see the 1733 Flintlock in action. You see this pistol in different movies and stuff like that. But anyway, we got our novelty powder horn, which don't work. This is all sealed. Barely can get anything through this. I don't know if 4F would have went through it or not, but you had to drill it a little bit to get it to work right. So we're going to hit that now. Get some powder out of here. I'm enjoying the sunshine because it is a beautiful day. So anyway, we shot it one time there. I wasn't going to film anything, then I changed my mind. I said, oh man, I got to do some filming. So I did. Then we take our little clay ball and drop it in there, and take this makeshift ramrod, make sure it's down on top of the charge, and then we'll half cock that baby, put a little powder in the pan, yes sir, and close the frizzen, full cock it, point that gal at the target, and I don't know where it went, but I didn't hear it ding, so that means it must have been a miss, that's for sure. So let's try that again. A little powder. And you say, why do you say that? Why do you say powder and all that all the time while you're doing it loading? That seems kind of, you know, redundant, but I'll be honest with you. What happens when you do that is your brain clicks in to and clay ball. Your brain clicks in, and then for some reason you realize that you've got powder in there. And when I'm doing that and I'm saying powder, ball, all that, going through all these steps and saying them, I find myself that I don't do something stupid like dry ball and forget to put the powder in or whatever. So it just seems to help for some reason. I don't know why, but it does. All right, let's see if we can hit that target. Well, by golly, it looks like another miss. All right, well, let's load her up again. That's 2 for 2. I'll shoot until it misses. Once it misses, I quit. How about that? I'll be done. And you blow down the barrel, you know it's empty, nothing in it. If there's an amber down in there or something that would set this charge up, then it'll definitely put it out. So the old clay ball, powder, all that good stuff. 1733. That's been a long, long time ago. That's for sure. Prime the pan. Wow, the wind is really picking up now. It wasn't windy at all. This horn is hard to get powder out of for some reason. And my flint's turning all white, and my frizzen's getting white, so they probably need a wipe down. We'll see how it goes here. Oh, yeah, the old wind's gonna play havoc with me now. Or maybe it's just that white coating on the frizzen and the flint from, I assume it's from the potato potassium nitrate in the powder. I must got a little bit of a good charge in there that time. This barrel is octagon and then it goes to round. So it's a pretty cool barrel. But this is my first time to shoot this thing. And I was sitting in the house and I was like, man, I gotta go out and shoot. I thought, no, I need a mow to grass. Yeah, well, I think I might shoot a little bit, then mow to grass. How about that? And I'll feel good all the way around. Because I ain't really exerting myself sitting here on the deck playing with this gun. That's for sure. Another clay ball. Don't take much to push them in there. Them are a loose fit. They don't fit tight. Half cock. Oh, I said I was going to quit if it misfired once. Oops, see, I think I did have no flash or nothing, a misfire, and I didn't quit. It's a bad habit. I like to hit the target one time. That would make me feel good. One time, bing, on the target, and then I could say, all right, and that'd be it. In the video. But I don't know where that thing's shooting at. Some of them clay balls, I don't know if they come out maybe in dust. I'm not sure. They might. But I've seen some place where they said the Russians during some of their wars, I don't know if it was Napoleonic Wars, they didn't have no lead hardly. So they trained with clay balls. They practiced with clay balls. And I'm going to try that. So that's where I got the idea from. And, you know. Thing is, I have no idea where this is going. I don't know if I'm left, right, upside down, or what. Anyway, it's still just fun to hear it go bang. You don't have to put anything in it to make it do that. You can shove a rag in there. There's no wadding or nothing. It's just that clay ball in there. It's a fairly long barrel. It's probably 16, I don't know if it's 16 inches, but definitely 12, that's for sure. That's a nice long barrel on it. And so far, I ain't figured out where it's hitting at. The other day I shot with the Dragoon, and I did hit the target with that dude. I got the old ding down there a couple, 3 times, so I'm better off with it. This one here, so far, I ain't figured out where it's hitting. Now, I'm trying to cut myself on the flint. You gotta be real careful, because that sharp old flint will give you a nasty cut. So let's see what happens here. I don't know. I think that target rocked. I'm not sure. Not sure if it rocked or not. But I didn't hear no ding. But then I do have wax earplugs in and an echo in my head from wearing them. So, sure seemed to me like it moved. Maybe it didn't. And then after you sit there and announce powder, ball, do that about a half a dozen times or so. And then all of a sudden, your coordination comes in. You know, like when you shoot, they say, oh, you got to keep target shooting and practicing because you'll lose. It's a lost skill. And that's true. And the same way with loading these things. When you first start out, you don't really have any skill to do it like you should. I mean, it's like, oh, you know how to do it, but your brain, next thing you know, you're dry balling or doing something, and your brain just don't click in like it should. But once you do that, talking through the steps about a half dozen times or so, it just starts becoming automatic, just like anything to do with firearms training. So, let me see here. Oh, there's that one that gets me to be able to quit. You can quit now. Probably that white film and everything. Oh, worse than that, the flint fell out. The flint came loose. So we'll have to tighten that back in there. And for a change, I brought a screwdriver with me. Usually I got to run in the house and get something to do it with. But for some reason, I became more prepared today than what I usually do. And I hate tightening these things up. I don't want to strip out the top of my screw. That wouldn't be hard to do. So sometimes you gotta take a screwdriver and grind it down. You want to make sure you get in the middle of that thing, and that you get a nice. You don't want to booger that up. Makes your gun look bad. Now I moved it around. Let me double check and make sure my ball's down on there. But yeah, the flint can come loose on you. When that happens, she won't go off. That's for sure. Looking around. Huh. That was kind of a poofy thing. All right, well, try her again. It's been on here 11 minutes. It seemed like it'd take forever to upload upload a video to YouTube for some reason. But that's how it is. My battery don't go dead. I guess I won't be doing too bad. But the old Frenchie, it's a big heavy booger, that's for sure. But I don't smack them clay balls with that stick hardly at all, because if you crack them or whatever, I'm pretty sure they're going to just poof out of there like nothing, dusty. You'll get a dust ball. And the pan needs brushed out in this thing. Now it's got a lot of, well, not a lot. This powder is, I believe, Swiss powder. You can see, if you look at it there, what kind of grime we're building up in it. But it's pretty clean compared to a lot of powders. I have some homemade powder. It works great with percussion. Let's see what we get here. Oh, yeah. It's a lot of fun. Lots of fun. This thing holds about 80 grains, and I look down the tube, and I don't know if this powder coming out from downstairs, and it looks like it's about half full. That means it's running about 40 grains. So I'd say between 40 and 60 grains in this booger is what I would be thinking. Now when I take this apart and clean it, all right, I think that's going to be a tight one there. All right, pretty tight. So the old fouling is getting in there, starting to make it a little more difficult. All right. Huh. Well, I am not able to hit the target for shit. It'd be nice if you was hitting that thing, going ding, 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 ding every time. But I'm gonna have to aim somewhere differently, because obviously where I'm aiming at is not ringing the bell. All right, we can try two hands, see if we can steady it up, see if we can get a bell ringer out of it there. Up. Again with the no spark. Wipe this here frizzing down. Clean the flint, get that residue off of there. See if we can get it to work this time. I don't know. I think. No, you gotta cock it all the way, brother. Yep. All right. So, my flint's loose again. That's what's going on. So we'll have to tighten that up one more time. Yeah, I was using bigger flint in these guys, but didn't seem to get much spark out of it. So we reduced the flint down, smaller, and then they became better at setting stuff off. That's for sure. I don't have much. A little bit of delay on that one. That's for sure. But how much? You can look in the light in this horn. You can see how much powder you got left in there. Now, it looks like there's a good bit of powder to play with yet. This barrel is starting to get rather warm. Rather warm it is. It's nice out today, perfect weather. You can't ask for a nicer day to be outside doing something than what I'm doing right now. That's for sure. So, let's see where we're at. We'll try 2 hands at this dude. This thing's getting heavy. Oh, I see the spark fly, but it didn't set it off. There is a light breeze. Wherever it's shooting at, I think I'm aiming in the same direction all the time. That's the problem. I need to adjust my aim left or right. If I had a great big piece of cardboard or something down there, I could probably hit it. Let's try walking up to the target and getting closer and see where it's hitting. And then we'll back up a little bit each time, and we'll figure it out. So you start a certain distance away sometimes, you know, it's a disadvantage till you figure out where it's hitting at. And then once you do that, you should be good to go. If I hadn't shot this since I got it. I just did the touch hole. So let me jump up here and walk over here and see about closer range. Well, I heard the ding on that one, so that tells me, you know, yeah, the bolts are going down that way, but I'm not sure. I can't really hear if they're hitting or not for some reason. But we did change the target around, so maybe with the chain spread out more and it being more spread out there, it absorbs the shell more, the clay more, so it doesn't make as loud a ding. I don't know for sure. But I will say that we're getting a pretty good performance out of this guy. I'm gonna let this video run a couple more minutes or so, a couple more shots here, and then I'm gonna call it a day for shooting and go mow the yard, I believe. Do something productive. You know, I feel pretty good right now. So let's see if we can get her done. Yeah, I don't know. This guy seems to be pretty darn reliable. That's for sure. But anyhow, it's the Military Heritage 1733. Yeah, it's a big one. Octagon barrel going into a round barrel. Got a sight on it. I don't know how accurate that is. I got up closer. I didn't have any trouble hitting the target. I heard the clay ball smack it right away. So, but yeah. Woohoo! Yeah, that'd take your camera apart. That's for sure. Take it in, clean it. Got this handy belt clip on it. You take this off and you'll see a mark right there where apparently they didn't let it dry before they put it all together. They apparently they're in a rush to assemble them and get them out of there apparently. So, but it looks like it was wet, and where this metal touches here, there's a little circle, flat spot. So I'd say it needed a little more drying time, but that's all right. We enjoy it. All right, man. Everybody have a great day, and thanks for spending your time with me. I enjoyed myself, and I hope you enjoyed yourself. So, no cameraman, just me and the tripod. So long.